Guys, you have to see what's happening to the Ethereum prices. We are breaking out of this channel resistance towards our target of $1,800, just as we predicted in our video yesterday. And if we look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, we have now just confirmed a bullish cycle starting here with a golden cross forming here when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. That is a tall tale sign of a bull cycle. I want to talk about how this is going to affect Ethereum and Bitcoin's price. And we're also going to take a look at Bitcoin's technical analysis as we're heading towards the top of this channel. And this resistance level, if it breaks, there is a potential Bitcoin could see new all-time highs. I want to talk about exactly what levels to watch with this chart. And then when you look at the DXY chart, this is the strength of the dollar, and we pull up this daily chart, we are now heading towards this 100-day moving average, which is showing confluence with this descending resistance level. I want to talk about how this could affect asset prices across the board, not just for cryptocurrencies, but real estate, precious metals, and stocks. Let's just first look at Bitcoin's technical analysis. You guys are watching the Snipers channel. My name is Naeem Al-Beidi. If you appreciate this content, remember to like this video. Let's just first look at this new resistance area we have here, and this is the top of this channel. This to me is going to be a key level for Bitcoin because as you can see, we've already closed many hourly candles above these major resistance areas at 34,788, and now we're starting to close hourly candles above 36,500. To me, if we continue to stay in this small area and we start to test this resistance and break this resistance, there is a potential chance that Bitcoin could see new all-time highs as the playbook has really changed with MicroStrategy continuing to buy Bitcoin. And of course, we're seeing so much money being locked up in DeFi. This could certainly take Bitcoin to new all-time highs, but the major resistance level to watch right now is going to be this area. And if you're inside of an Ethereum position, this is also going to affect your US dollar value of that position. If we find resistance and come down, we have to find support at 36,500, and if that breaks, then that support level at 34,788 is going to be critical. And so at this point, we have to see what happens in the next 24 hours and whether or not Bitcoin is going to break this resistance, because if that does happen, there is a potential Bitcoin could come to new all-time highs, because at that point, we don't have many more resistance levels for Bitcoin. And of course, when we look at Ethereum's chart, I want you to realize that we are currently entering price discovery. When an asset comes to new all-time highs, the price can go to the moon at that point. And I've talked about that in my video yesterday, and realize that with Ethereum in price discovery, my first target is going to be that $1,800 area. If we start to consolidate in that area, there is a potential we come to retest the support of this channel. But at this point, many of the factors influencing Ethereum right now are also influencing the total cryptocurrency market cap as a whole, because realize we are heading towards new all-time highs when it comes to the total cryptocurrency market cap coming above $1 trillion. And I think that has a lot to do with what's happening in DeFi. As you can see, we have over $31.26 billion locked up in DeFi right now, and that's a direct effect to the cryptocurrency market. It's not just Ethereum. Of course, you have a lot of DeFi projects that are also seeing liquidity and new all-time highs, and I expect this to continue, and it's why I'm personally starting to trade altcoins. And of course, when we look at Ethereum's chart right now, all I can say is we already entered at 1440. At this point, I'm going to wait to see what the first target is of where we'll find a consolidation. I'm looking at 1800. It could come before that. It could come after that. But I think that all will be determined on what happens to Bitcoin at this major resistance for this channel, because if we come down, we have to see if 36,500 will hold, and if that doesn't hold, we have to see if 34,788 is going to hold. When we look at Bitcoin dominance, we are continuing to come down, so I'm very confident in altcoins right now. You can see we're kind of stalling here for some altcoins, but we're seeing Ethereum crank to the upside. And here's another thing to watch for Ethereum. If this chart breaks out from this previous high, which is sitting right at that 45,000 Satoshi mark, if we start to see price action above that level, then we could start to see Ethereum's Bitcoin value increase. And we know we're in a very parabolic macro bullish trend right now when it comes to Ethereum to Bitcoin, which basically means it's probably best to be in Ethereum and not Bitcoin right now if you just want to maintain USD value. Because if Bitcoin comes down, we could even see this come up, but you'd still be maintaining more US dollar value holding Ethereum than holding Bitcoin as long as this trend continues. And so we will keep watching this trend as it's extremely important to what's happening in the charts right now. And by the way, if you guys want to win my favorite book on trading psychology, it's called Trading Psychology. apology actually. All you need to do is share this video and comment what your favorite DeFi project is. I'd love for you guys to enter this giveaway, and I'm gonna announce the winners from our last 2 videos at the end of this video. But I just wanted to throw that out there for those that are looking to win some of my favorite educational books on trading, because of course you can watch all of my videos as much as you want, but when you really grasp this and understand this, it will change your life. So let's just look at the DXY really quick, because realize that with the DXY, we do have potential resistance levels to come face right now. That 100-day moving average is showing confluence with this descending resistance. If we start to come up to that 100-day moving average, I'm going to really have my eyes on where Bitcoin is in terms of price action. If we are still within this channel, it might be a good time to take profits from those crypto positions. Of course, if this DXY starts to come up towards that 100-day moving average, but Bitcoin is already broken out of this channel, then I think that it won't really have much of an effect on Bitcoin, because we've seen, interestingly enough, with this recent run-up for the DXY, asset prices have not necessarily fallen, which is a good sign. That tells us that these asset prices are trading closer to their true intrinsic value. Of course, when we look at, price to earnings and stuff for all of these stocks, they are completely overvalued when it comes to our traditional means of valuing these assets. But of course, we've printed so much money this year that nobody really knows what the true value is. And so I think it's important to watch this chart, as the dollar strengthening could affect asset prices. And of course, I want to talk about a trade that we took in our Discord. A lot of you guys were asking me about this ALGO trade. I want to talk about why we entered this position at 6755 here, and it's already resulted in massive profits. You can see over 5% profits for this trade in less than 24 hours. I want to cover this for those asking me about these buy stop orders. We send buy limit orders, buy stop orders, and instant buy orders for our signals. For those that are not getting our signals, the link is in the description below to join our premium group. And of course, if you're not in our premium group, you could also just join the Discord. The link is in the description below. But I want to talk about this ALGO to US dollar trade that we took at 67.55 that's already hit all targets, and why we took this trade. It was very simple. We sent this trade out here at this blue line at 11 p.m. yesterday, and it was when we were breaking out of this symmetrical triangle that was forming. And of course, I knew that altcoins were becoming very bullish with others' dominance increasing, and so we took the trade right here at that red line. I wanted to wait for a confirmation of a breakout, a retest, and as soon as we got those confirmations, I went ahead and just looked at the previous resistance area where we found resistance to enter into my buy stop order. That of course came up and resulted in over 5% profits without leverage. With leverage, that could have been over 20% profits. And so realize that the 3 most important things that you have to watch for when it comes to trading is, number 1, market structure. Number 2, it's going to be price action. So watching the volume is always key. That's why when I sent this alert, it was when we saw a rise in buy volume. And then of course, the 3rd most important aspect of trading is the overall trend, which we know altcoins are bullish, and that's why we took that trade. And I hope that clears up some of the smoke for those asking me about buy stop orders. You only enter those once we reach the price. If we were to come out of here and retest this area and then break down from this triangle, then the trade wouldn't have entered and would have been invalid, because remember, our entry was 67.55, and that's how you play these buy stop orders. I hope that cleared up some of the smoke on that specific trade and the buy stop orders versus buy limit and instant buy orders. So let's just conclude by looking at what's happening to Bitcoin. So at this point, as I talked about earlier, if we start to come up to this resistance level and we find resistance here and we start coming down, 36,500 is going to be critical in my opinion, because that is where we initially found a double bottom here when we came up to form the new Bitcoin all-time high. We came down, formed a bottom at 36,500, and then a second candle at 36,500 after coming all the way up to 40,000, back down to 34,000 or 35,000, and then back up. That was a major support, and so I believe that's going to be a critical level as we start to test this resistance level. So if that breaks, then that $34,788 level is going to be the next critical and key level for Bitcoin. If these levels hold, I'm also willing to go all the way down to this support level. If that holds, then things can continue bullish. The real bearish bias will come if we break this support, we break this support, we break this support, and then most importantly, we come to the weekly and monthly open, which are showing confluence at the same exact area right now since it's the first week of February, and that would be my absolute maximum when it comes to the bullish case for Bitcoin. If we break down from here, then the bearish case could come to fruition. But realize that we have to see what happens in the next 24 hours. I wanted to make this critical update for you guys because as we start to approach this major resistance, we have to see what happens. If this breaks, not only will Bitcoin potentially start coming up in price, but we could see Ethereum run towards that $1,800 target that we have set here based on the schematics of this symmetrical triangle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do want to pick winners from our 2 last videos for these book giveaways. All you have to do is message me on Instagram or Discord. My Instagram is @Naeem, and just send me a screenshot of you sharing this video and your comment, and I will go ahead and get your info to send you this book. So for this video, I will just go ahead and pick Victor Blanchard. You are the winner for the book giveaway on this video, and for this video, I will pick John Sprogo. I hope I said that right. You won the book. Both of you guys have the eligibility now. Just go ahead and send me a message on Instagram or Discord, and I will get your info to send that out to you. And remember to share this video and comment what your favorite DeFi project is, and that will enter you into this giveaway. So other than that, that's about it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the Discord, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the next 24 hours to Bitcoin as we approach the resistance of this channel. Snipers out.